Welcome to Spotlight in Bensonville. I'm Frank D. Simone, Village President, and I'll be your host for this episode. Today we'll be discussing Bensonville's emergency management, summer safety, and the Code Red system with Don Schultz, EMA Coordinator. Welcome to the show, Don.
Hi, Frank.
So what is the function of the Bensonville's Emergency Management Agency?
Function of Bensenville Emergency Management Agency, EMA, I like to put into three areas, and they all focus on preparedness. So the first one is working with the village departments, police, fire, public works, the administration, on our plans, our procedures, in order to improve our response to and recovery from an emergency or large-scale disaster. The second area is public information, trying to get information out to the public on preparedness issues, that whole FEMA promoted 72 hours, provide for yourself, idea. And then lastly is developing and training and educating a volunteer team to support those response and recovery efforts to police and fire and the different agencies out in the field. And again, it's all in an effort to improve our response to and recovery from disasters and emergencies.
So what types of hazards or disasters can impact the village of Bensville during the summer?
The summer months, you can see quite a few different things. Extreme heat, which can turn into major life-threatening event if people aren't ready for it, aren't prepared. Extreme rainfall, we're seeing a little bit of that here, very recent, days. High winds, hail, lightning, and of course tornadoes can impact our area. There's nothing that says Bensonville couldn't be impacted by any of these kinds of events.
You had a busy week this week, huh?
Yes.
So I know our tornado sirens went off because my daughter woke us up at 11 o'clock or whatever time they went off, and we went into the basement. And I know our phones went off. I know we had the code red. How do we compare to other towns? How do we handle it?
Well, I know what we do, Bensonville EMA, when we go under a severe thunderstorm watch, I've got personnel that will come into our quarters. We'll start looking at radar, information, listening to the radio traffic from other communities, who's getting hit with what. And at that event last Sunday, Father's Day, we were down, we saw a radar indicated signature for rotation, which was over the Wooddale Addison area, and it fizzled out right about the Wooddale Addison area. So I mean, we were right in line. And the way we know that we were looking at a rotation signature was the exact same radar indicated signature that not too later in that evening hit the Naperville, Woodridge, and Darien area. So we look at that and we're hitting the button to sound the sirens and trying to just make sure people are warned when these kinds of things happen.
Well, thanks for sounding the sirens. I mean, you get upset when they go off, but thank you for giving us the heads up.
So certainly.
So how can EMA assist the village prepare for these types of hazards or disasters?
Help educate preparedness topics. Try to get residents to educate themselves on what they may need to do if it's a disaster, which means it's a large scale event, and unfortunately services may be delayed if it's something large like that. So they may be on their own to take care of just water, hopefully minor first aid issues, things like that. Just educate themselves on things they can do to protect themselves until the medics or police are able to get to them.
So how would the village notify the residents and businesses of any kind of threat?
Excuse me. A couple of different ways. Social media, of course, is one way. Commercial radio, TV, getting an announcement out to the commercial TV stations, radio. Also, our Code Red system is another way we would reach out to our residents and businesses here in Bensonville.
With the notification system in place, will the sirens still be used?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. That is something that's been in place for years. I know some people may think it's old school, antiquated, but
It does its job.
People know sirens. And the one thing I wanted to mention, that kind of the difference between, our monthly test, the first Tuesday of each month at 10 o'clock, that's a test. And so people should hear the sirens for about 1 minute. Okay, it's kind of short. So for an actual activation, such as last Sunday, they just go at 5 minutes more. So the idea is it should be something that's like, wow, those things are really going off, different than that short 1 minute. It should be your signal to take action.
We call that a clue.
Take protective action, do something. Don't just like, what's going on? Hopefully, people will take notice and act.
So what types of emergency responses has EMA been called out for?
Gosh, over the years, since I've been involved with EMA, there have been, flooding issues, not only here, but, other communities that we've gone mutual aid and responded to assist, fires, traffic accidents. You might find interesting the freight tunnel flooding down in Chicago that was in '92. We were requested and did go down and help out with certain aspects of trying to mitigate that whole event. There was a microburst. We think it was a microburst. Might have been an EF0 tornado in Glendale Heights several years back that did impact some apartment buildings. And one thing, not bragging, not hey, look at us, but we did respond and assist at the DC-10 crash back in '79, just on the north side of O'Hare Airport. So that was something that was we're glad to try to assist with something as tragic as that.
So how can our residents learn a little bit more about our Bensonville Emergency Management Agency?
Go to the village website. We have some information on there about EMA. They can contact EMA, my office, directly by going to ema@bensonville.com. Send them a message, contact my office, leave a message at the office phone, 630-350-3461. They got questions about any kind of preparedness question, a little bit more information about EMA, getting involved with EMA. They can certainly use those means of contact.
You have a few extra minutes. We have to take a quick break.
Sure.
Okay. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Hi there. I want to take you on a journey through a community powered by SeeClickFix. Here, internal operations are streamlined with more intuitive, secure workflows and communications. Here, let me show you how it all works. SeeClickFix organizes, tracks, and manages service requests from everyday citizens through a single application. When they see a problem, a few clicks is all it takes to send off a service request. From there, the right people get the request and get to work. All communication and task management is seamlessly coordinated through the app. Citizens can see the work being done and even receive a follow-up message when the work is completed. It's a team effort all around, and you have the data you need to make better decisions. Cities large and small use SeeClickFix to accomplish more for their citizens with the staff, time, and budget they've already got. Get started today.
SeeClickFix is a tool to report non-emergency issues to City Hall, built to be easy to use for anyone on the go. When you see an issue, take less than a minute to report on SeeClickFix. First, hold the app and press Report. Then, press the camera icon to take a picture or video from the app or your image gallery. After that, the app uses geolocation to capture your exact location, or you can manually choose your location or address using the Map tool. When you press Issue Title, you'll be able to choose from the request types that your local government provides. You'll finish up by including a brief description of the issue, such as where it is, what it looks like, and any other important information to help your local government fix the issue. Then, press Done, and then Submit, and you're ready to go. See Click Fix, a simple and valuable way to help you build a stronger community.
Hello and welcome back to Spotlight in Bensonville. I'm Frank D. Simone, Village President, and your host for this episode. Today we are discussing the Bensenville Emergency Management, Summer Safety, and the Code Red system with Don Schultz, our EMA coordinator. Welcome back, Don.
Yeah.
So, I would like to spend a little bit more time discussing the specifics of Code Red Emergency, the notification system, and how it benefits our residents.
Sure. Code Red is an emergency notification system that allows village officials to contact the residents, businesses about important life safety or emergency situation that may be occurring, to impact the village. This can be done through the telephone, cell phones, text messaging, emails, social media. There is a link that will send information to social media outlets about any of the time-sensitive emergency information that we need to push out to the community.
So when would Code Red be used?
Any message regarding life safety, property, the welfare of the community, can be disseminated through the Code Red systems. Maybe an Amber Alert, notification of traffic hazards, boil advisories, and also, if we ever had to try to evacuate, we could send out information about evacuation routes.
I know you and I have used it for heat warnings.
Yes, we have.
And to me, it's the simplest way and fastest way to get out a message.
I
can't believe how easy it is on our end to just get out messages.
It's a great way to notify the community, and we can send out a community-wide message, but we can narrow it down to specific areas, such as like a water main break, and we might have to boil water or something like that. We can narrow that down.
Does the Code Red system replace other systems that have been used to provide service, or does it complement it?
It complements.
Okay.
It's an enhancement to the other systems that are in place or have been in place. It's just another tool in the toolbox that we can use to notify the community.
Does the Code Red system already have my telephone number already programmed, or do I need to sign up to receive the notifications?
Well, that's one thing. There is a database that originally we were able to get. It's what they call a 911 database. And then after that, we encourage everybody to go on the village website and enroll in Code Red. Put their contact information, home phone numbers, cell phone numbers, email address, all that as much information as they want to put in this system. It's not limited to, just one number. They can put in multiple numbers if they would like. And one thing that is just brand new, that is active, right now is text to enroll. So people, would go to use the keyword Bensonville and text to 99411 from your mobile device, and they can use that method to enroll in Code Red. It's very simple.
So just to get this straight, when we call to enroll and we put our phone number in, you are not going to call us and tell us our car warranty is about to expire.
No.
I just want to make sure everybody knows that.
This information is protected by Code Red and the Emergency Communications Network, the parent company. They are very serious about protecting the privacy of the information that's put in the system. They won't sell it, lease it, give it away in any way, shape, or form.
Perfect. Just want to make sure everybody's got that.
It's very.
So what if I want to register additional numbers for my address?
Can do.
Okay.
I just meant you can enter multiple numbers. Say you've already entered your number, or did I enroll in Code Red? You don't quite remember. Go back in.
Okay.
Enroll again. Put that information. Put the multiple numbers in. it's not going to call your number twice because maybe you forgot or someone forgot and you put it in again. It's not going to call you twice. It's just guaranteeing that your information is in there and it's current. And
For all the phone calls we get, how can we recognize it's a code red message?
Code Red will use a caller ID. I have to kind of look at this because there's specific information here. A caller ID, a number that will come up is 866-419-5000 that Code Red uses for general messages. And then for emergency messages, 855-969-4636 will come up, for emergency messages. So I strongly suggest that people go into their cell phones and identify those numbers, tag them as Code Red emergency, Code Red general message, that type of thing. So when it does come up, they see that and not a 10-digit phone number.
That's a good idea.
So
how can residents learn more about the Code Red Emergency Management Alert System?
Again, go to the village website. There's some information on Code Red. Contact Bensonville EMA directly. Ask any questions that you may have by emailing or leave a phone message on the office phone, and we'll get those questions answered.
You guys do a great job, and just so people know out there, the staff is volunteer.
Yeah, everybody underneath me is a volunteer that work with me in EMA.
I see what you guys do, and you guys are busy, and we appreciate it. I want to thank you and the volunteers for doing what they do to keep Bensonville safe. Thank you for all the information, for coming on the show and giving out the information again. I always look forward to talking to you every year. And I also want to thank you guys out there for joining us, and be sure to tune in next week for more Spotlight on Bensonville.